Hello everyone, Rob here, back with another disc dyeing video for you. Before I get started though, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to this channel up until this point. We just crossed 2,000 subs, and that is very exciting for me. I really appreciate anyone who's come along for the journey so far, and hope you stick around to see how it continues on. If you're new to the channel, I hope you'll be so kind as to hit that sub button, hit the like button. You're going to see some great fluid art and disc dyeing here. Now on to today's video. The technique I'm doing today is something I kind of figured out recently. This is, I've heard some people call this technique splatter cells. That seems about as good a name as any. Basically, I'm laying down rings of color. This is all Floetrol mixed with pro chemical and dye. Some of these have oil mixed in them, some of them do not. It's good to have a good mix of oiled colors and not oiled colors for this, I find. And I'm just laying down rings of it around one another, sort of in the middle of the tray here. You don't have to be particularly precise with this. I'm just laying down some primary colors in the middle, and that way when you blow from the middle outward, they all sort of mix together and you'll get a bunch of secondary colors. I'm starting with this straw here, blowing outward, and just blowing that white over the top and blowing this stuff out from the center outward. Now this particular straw is something I'm not a huge fan of. Mouth's a little wide on it, so I wasn't really getting the force I was looking for. So I'm going to switch straws in a minute here, but this is the basics of the technique. You just lay down some colors and rings, and you blow from the center outward into them so that they all sort of mix together. And as one color layers over another, you'll end up with cells poking through. See, I switched to a metal straw here, and you can get a much more narrow, sort of focused stream. I'm sure if I had a airbrush gun or something like that, that could be very effective for this and make some cool results. But right now, just blowing through a straw. My goal here was just to blow from the center outward, and I want to leave some white on the outside, some like negative space on the outside of the disc is the goal here. Don't want it going all the way stretched to the edges. If that's something you want to do, feel free to, but my goal was to leave some white on the edge of the disc here. Here I'm just starting some streaks from the outside in. I wanted some white sort of veins coming through to the middle. It's subtle, but something I was hoping to get here. So now I'm pretty happy with that for the most part, but it does look like it's stretched a little too far to the edges. So I'm just pouring some white here to try and coax everything back in towards the middle. That's just plain white Floetrol around the edge there. And now with this technique, I feel like it's important to get everything centered up nicely for this. So I've got my laser hanging down And the laser's pointed right at where I think the middle of this piece is, or as close as I can figure. Now I'm going to grab my disc and put that in there. Now I've got this blank Discraft roach I'm dropping in here, using the laser to center it up. Now I'm going to toss it under the heat lamp for about an hour and 10 minutes. And you'll see the result right away. And here it is. Saturation turned out pretty nicely. Got the negative space around the edges I was looking for. Turned out really well. That's how you do this technique. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit the like button, sub, leave me a comment. Until next time, happy dyeing. See you later.